Elizabeth, and I'm missing all of your kids out in the gardens at the JCRA and Arboretum this spring, and so I thought it would be a great opportunity to bring you to my garden and have story time here. So today what we're going to talk about are tulips. My tulips in my garden were looking excellent last week, and I wonder if yours were too. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna read Skipper Plants a Tulip. We're gonna take a garden walk in my garden, see how the tulips are looking, and then we're gonna make a tulip craft together. So are you guys ready to get started? Good. Skipper plants a tulip. Skipper Kitten is running out to his backyard. He has a shovel in one hand and a tulip bulb in the other. Skipper is very excited. He's going to plant a flower. There's his tulip bulb. First, I have to dig a hole in the ground, Skipper says. Skipper likes to dig with his shovel. He digs fast, and dirt flies everywhere. Now I'll plant my tulip bulb in the hole, says Skipper. Soon a tulip flower will grow right here. See there, it's going into the hole. Skipper covers the tulip bulb with dirt. He makes a little hill where the flower will grow. Then he sprinkles the earth with his watering can. Betsy Bunny and Mike Mouse come running to Skipper's yard. They have watering cans too. I planted a tulip, Skipper tells his friends. I can't wait to see it grow. Water will make your tulip grow, says Mike. Mike's right? You need water. I'll help you water your tulip, says Betsy. I'll help water your tulip too, says Mike. Uh-oh. What a lot of water for one flower. Skipper wonders what color his tulip will be. You think it might be red? Or maybe it'll be yellow? Who knows? I can't wait to see my flower come up, says Skipper. Let's talk to it, says Betsy. Let's ask it to come up quickly. Come up, flower, calls Mike. Come up right now. Grow, flower, grow, calls Skipper. It's not coming up yet, says Skipper. Let's call louder. Grow, flower, grow. Hurry up and grow, they all shout. You think that's gonna make the flower grow? No, right? Something pops out of the dirt. Your tulip's coming up, says Betsy. Do you guys think that's a tulip? It isn't the tulip, it's me, grumbles Mr. Mole, and I'm all wet. Someone's been pouring water into my house. My wife is wet, our son is wet, everything in our house is soaking wet. Uh-oh. Mr. Mole is very upset. We're sorry, says Skipper. We were watering my flower. We didn't mean to get your water in your house. Mr. Mole's family packs up and moves to a dry home. Skipper and his friends feel very sorry. Look, they're really upset, aren't they? Oh no. Then Skipper remembers his tulip bulb. He looks into the hole. It's filled with water. Great cats, cries Skipper. My tulip bulb is gone. What do you guys think happened to it? Skipper runs after Sunny Mole. Sunny, Sunny, calls Skipper. Do you know what happened to my tulip bulb? Here it is, says Sunny. We moved it away from all the water. Your flower will grow better here. Oh, thank you, says Skipper. I thought my tulip bulb was lost. Water it a little every day, says Sunny. In the spring, a flower will come up. They had given it too much water, hadn't they? And sure enough, that's what happened. And look what color it was. It matches Skipper's hat. It was red. And that was a story about Skipper planting a tulip. So these are the tulips I had planted in my garden here. And you can tell last week these red ones were super beautiful, but they're a little past prime right now. But the purple ones, you might notice we've got some small purple ones in here. So the purple ones are really showing their colors this week, and we still have a few that are still yet to bloom. So we've got a few more still coming. So we're not totally done with tulips yet. But I dug one up from a container that we had planted, my daughter and I had planted, because I wanted to show you what was going on underneath the ground. This is the bulb like Skipper planted, and you can see it sort of has like a papery covering to it. Now bulbs like tulips need to be planted in the fall, and then they sort of like sleep all winter long, and in the spring they come up and they bloom for us. Now you can see here, if you get real close, you can see there's like a little baby bulb on the side of this bulb and on this one too. And that's making more tulips. So I'll put these back in the ground and we'll plant them, and we'll have even more tulips next year, because we won't just have this main one. We'll have 2 baby tulips as well. Now other bulbs that bloom in the spring are some daffodils. I don't have any daffodils in my garden still, they're already gone. But daffodils and tulips, hyacinths, crocus, let's see here, what else? All need to be planted in the fall, but there are still some bulbs that you can buy right now and plant for some summer blooms. Some gladiolus, some lilies, things like that, dahlias, all of those would be some plants that you could plant now in the spring, and you'll have blooms in the summer and the fall. So if you get a chance to go out to a garden center or put in an order, you can order those and plant those in your yard for some summer flowers. All right, so now it is time to make our tulip. And so what you can see, what I've got, and we're gonna do it a couple of different ways depending on what kind of craft supplies you have at home. We had 1 sheet of pink construction paper, but we didn't have any green. So one option is if you don't have construction paper in the colors that you want to make your flower, is to get some white computer paper, which you probably have in your printer, or even some recycled mail or anything like that that you have in your house, and then some crayons. Or you can also use colored pencils, markers, paint, whatever you want to get out to make your different petal colors. But today I need a stem color and leaf color, because leaves and stems aren't pink, are they? What color are they? They're green, right? So I'm just gonna take a piece of white paper, not have it on top of my pink. And this is like the best part of coloring, right? Is you just get to go back and forth, and we're just gonna make it all green. And if you want your leaf to be green on both sides, you gotta put green on both sides of your paper, right? So we're making green paper. Okay, green paper. Now you can ask an adult. This might be a great time for your parent or grandparent, or maybe an older sibling to help you. I am making, we're gonna need to have 3 squares of paper. And so what I've done is I've just made a long strip that I can cut, because we don't need this whole big piece of construction paper. And I think I had a ruler. I think what I'm doing is about 3.5 inches. About 3.5 inches. And then we need 3 squares. So I'm just gonna fold this piece of paper so that I make about 3 squares. And then we're gonna cut these so that it's not just an accordion, right? We're gonna cut these. And these are gonna be your petals. So do this, have 3 squares, about 3.5 inches wide, for your whatever color that you want to have for your petals. So this is going to be our petals. Now we're going to take these 3 squares, we're going to fold them in half. You might need to do this one at a time, and that's okay if you do. I'm trying to do it quick for you guys. And we're going to cut out a heart. Now if you need to, you can always draw a heart on there first. And if you're just wanting to go free, you can also just cut it without drawing your line. But this might help if you need to have a line to cut on, right? And now we have our 3 petals. There's 1, 2, 3. And see how they're already folded? That's going to help us because we need to have the 2 on the side folded. And then this is our 1 in the middle. And this is when you need a glue stick. And we're going to put a little glue right here. And you can also use like Elmer's school glue, like the white glue. That would also work well. It might just take a little bit longer to dry. So just be a little bit more patient with that, right? Or tacky glue, anything like that. And we're just gonna do them on either side to where it looks like a tulip for you. And it sort of folds out to give it a little bit of a 3D look. So there's our tulip flower. I'm gonna put that to the side now, and then we're gonna get out this green paper that we colored green. If you have green construction paper, all you need to do is cut out a strip of green paper because we're gonna make the stem now. And you have a couple of different options. If you're just gonna put this on the refrigerator, you may just wanna leave just attach the green stem and just have it flat like that, right? Or if you wanna make it, like I had one where you could hold it up. If you have some chopsticks lying around your house, or like a bamboo skewer, or maybe you have a straw, anything that would help you hold it upright. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna sort of kind of measure this piece of paper to the length of the chopstick that I'm using. I'm just gonna trim it off because this will get in the way. So just trim that off. And then we're just gonna glue, like fold it in half. So depending on what size stick that you're using, you might need to make this a little bit bigger just to go around whatever that stick or straw. Like the straw, you may have needed a little bit more paper to go around it. I'm gonna fold it, and then we're gonna run some glue right there. And then we're gonna glue it. And this might be where that tacky glue or that Elmer or the school glue might hold it a little bit better for you. But then there's our stem that now oof, that was way too much glue, wasn't it? I got a little excited there, sorry. We're gonna glue our flower too. Now the only thing our tulip's missing now is a leaf. And so this is, once again, if you want to, you can draw it out and then have your child cut it out, or you can just let them cut whatever shape leaf that you want to cut, just whatever shape. And then we'll attach it to our tulip stem. And then there we have our tulip. Well, thanks for joining me today for Skipper Plants a Tulip and my little garden walk to see the tulips growing in my garden and making tulips with me. And you can just make tulips all day long and bring a little spring inside of your house. And I hope you've enjoyed being with us today, and I hope I'll see you again soon. I think the next time that we get together, we're gonna talk about seeds, because this is the perfect time to start some seeds. So come back and join us next time. Thanks.